Once again, with throttle control, relaxed is the name of the game. You want to be able to wiggle your elbows, wiggle your fingers. I always keep one finger on the front brake unless I've got the throttle wide open, which I generally would not do except for on a racetrack. You can see there's a little bit of free play in the throttle. That is important. You need to have a touch of free play, but you don't want too much. Not sure if the camera can pick it up, but I made a little notch here to show where the throttle is in relation to the grip or the housing. And if I turn that all the way, that notch is only over here. There's not a lot to this throttle. It doesn't turn very far. And this is a high performance machine. Throttle control is really important. Turning the throttle that much is about enough to put it at 60 kilometers an hour in first gear. And to have the clutch all the way out and have the bike idling, it will go about 12 or 15 kilometers an hour at idle. That's just the engine speed on this bike. But with throttle control and thinking about things in terms of pressure rather than movement, if I want to twist the throttle, that's kind of the smallest input I can make as far as consciously turning my hand. But if I just apply pressure, I can easily ride this bike smoothly and put it at anywhere from, well, using the clutch, I can ride it at a low enough speed that the speedometer doesn't even register, so less than 5 kilometers an hour. Or, with the clutch all the way out, I can ride this bike at 15 kilometers an hour, 20 kilometers an hour, 30, go back to 25. I have perfect control because I'm applying pressure to the throttle rather than turning it. If I'm thinking about twisting the throttle, I'm generally going to be sloppy in my inputs and not smooth, and I'm also not going to be able to put it exactly where I want it. I don't think about twisting the throttle. I think about applying the pressure to get the response I want. If I want to go a little faster, I add in a tiny little bit more pressure. If I want to go a little slower, I let off a little bit of pressure. More, less. Nice and smooth when you think about it in terms of pressure rather than movement. Fingers always on the brake, easy to cover, or always keep them covered in case I need to stop suddenly. Fingers always on the clutch as well. Nice, relaxed, wiggle your fingers, apply some pressure.